lot of kids grow up without a dad or never know who he is. And I mean, he could have pulled the milk and cigarette card. If you just look at like my baby pictures, I would have demanded a paternity test expeditiously.
Oh my God, no way, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, cool. What's going on, gang? My dad watches the channel. When my dad found out I was trying to rap at like 15, he threw my notebook in the trash.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Which is fair because you need people in your life to tell you when you're up or when you're headed down the wrong path. And for my homies that know, I was word.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
My dad is a real dude through and through. He's always wanted the best for me, whether I knew it or not at the time. He's been spitting bars since I was a kid. And even though I didn't listen at that time, because I was young, dumb, and full of...
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Most of the things he said became more and more true as I get older. Like when I was a kid, my dad would pick me up and take me to school when he didn't have to work. And sometimes he'd point out Thick Jones on the street. And at this time, I was playing with action figures and watching wrestling. I didn't care. But he told me one day you'll start looking at girls and you'll start to like them. Then you'll realize everything I'm telling you, it'll just be you and your brother. You'll need to have a good relationship. And at that time, I was a older sibling, like dead ass. I was trying to do my own thing, and my brother just wanted to be in the mix with me and do what I was doing. Again, I didn't listen. Today, my brother is one of the people I look forward to hearing from the most. I love him to death.
Ha! Gay!
And I deeply regret not being a better older sibling to him when we were kids. Again, he was right. My dad told me after I grew up that he used to tell me no so that I'd get used to hearing it as an adult. Which as a kid, you're like, what the man? Like, why do we have beef? But I'm actually grateful. You'll never catch me crashing out because things didn't go my way. He always told me that he was preparing me for the world and that the world doesn't give a about you or what you're going through. The man was spitting. I just didn't care. But now, as I go through life, I have the benefit of hearing him in my head when I make decisions. He also told me that as you get older, you think about the people in your life and to try to only remember the good, regardless of the circumstances. And he's right. I barely remember him beating my ass. I was just a dumbass kid. My dad always kept it real with me. He always gave me sound life advice. He also gave me amazing memories that I'll hold on to forever. My dad used to take me to Chinatown when I was a kid, and we'd watch the fireworks or just be out and about. And we would walk so much that my legs got tired because I was like 4 or 5. Whenever my legs got tired, he would put me on his shoulders and we'd keep going. My dad made sure I learned how to swim. He paid for and took me to swimming lessons when I was a kid. He sent me to a great private school where I met some of my best friends to this day. My dad worked his ass off to make sure I had things that he didn't have as a kid. Every Christmas, I remember after my brother and I got done opening our presents, there was so much wrapping paper, you couldn't see the floor. My dad taught me how to ball my fist up and throw a proper punch. And this was before I got my nose busted at like 9 by my neighborhood bully. But when that did happen and I came home with a bloody nose, crying like a little bitch, my dad looked at me. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He told me to clean myself up, and he took me around the corner to where the kid lived, and he said, "We're gonna find him." Thankfully, that kid wasn't home, but this man would not have let me come home without trying to run a fair one. When I was in the 5th grade, I got suspended for fighting. I hit a kid when he hit me with a really good "your mama" joke in front of some girls at recess. And when I came home and I told my parents, my dad wasn't pissed when he found out. Honestly, part of me thinks that he was glad that I wasn't a total... My dad came to my rugby games when I played, some of which were in Jersey. He played video games with me. He taught me what being cool was all about. He named me. He taught me about music and sampling, like in hip hop. We were bonding. We used to bond over music. Like he would go out and buy CDs and we would just listen to them in the car. We were listening to Graduation, Kanye's 3rd album, and he stopped the track Good Life, and then he played PYT by Michael Jackson and taught me all about how people take samples and like flip them and chop them up and pitch them and all kinds of stuff. But he taught me about that. He taught me about girls. He showed me how to cook. Well, him, my mom, and my grandmother all showed me how to cook. He taught me about stocks and investments. He said, "Malik, this is how the rich motherfuckers make their money. Learn this shit like you learn those video games." And, you know, now I have a portfolio. I got some investments. My dad taught me about culture, the culture. We watched movies together. He would get off work, come home, and take my brother and I to the movies. And he'd be so tired when we would ask him how he liked the movie we just saw. He would have no idea because he'd be knocked out before the previews even stopped. My pops showed me how to shoot a basketball. He taught me how to take public transportation. He put me on the path to being a better person. He taught me all the important things in life. He showed me that respecting everyone is one of the most important things you can do as a person. He put my ass in the church choir when I wouldn't shut the fuck up in the car because I was singing so much. He shares traditions with me, like music and so forth. He showed me how to brush my hair and all the things that went into getting waves back when my hair was short. He put me onto the wax and hot rag combo. He taught me how to catch rhythm. He taught me how to dance. He was the first person that showed me what hard work was. He would take me with him to do contract work and odd jobs on the side, even though he had like 2 jobs, because he said a man that can work with his hands will never be out of work. Did I listen at the time?
No.
No. He taught me about weightlifting and bodybuilding. Since I was like 9, my dad would try to get me to put in work in the gym at home. He used to have this weight set in our basement. He had posters of Jay Cutler, Arnold, Ronnie Coleman. We would watch Pumping Iron and old Muhammad Ali fights. He taught me that handling your business is always one of the most important things. He taught me that there was a time and place for everything. He taught me how to not sweat the small stuff. He showed me what patience was. I'll never forget. The most patient thing I've ever seen my dad do. When I was like 10 or 12, someone broke my dad's window in his car trying to steal his radio, and we were running late for school. My dad walks out, sees his car. He doesn't panic. He doesn't get mad. He doesn't even flinch. He just sweeps up the glass, tapes up the window, and is like, come on, let's get you to school. And at that time, I'd never owned a car, but I was like, you should be pissed. Why aren't you upset? My dad loved music. He's the type of dude that would never start a drive without it. So for him to just brush off the whole situation and keep it pushing, I was like, whoa. But he said, what's the point in getting upset? It's not going to bring my radio back, or it's not going to fix the situation. Hey, you got to go to school. By the way, I told him I'd mention this. My dad, Robert Taylor, paid child support while living at home with us.
Oh my God. What did you say, nigga? Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
The man would sit with me at the dining room table, and I could not leave until he checked my homework, and it was right. But still had the payments coming out of his check every 2 weeks. I told him I'd tell everyone that if I ever made a video about him. My dad got me into anime, believe it or not. My dad would let me watch Dragon Ball Z while I put on my school uniform. And he loved it too. He'd hit me with a Kamehameha every now and again. My dad would watch wrestling with me as a kid. He'd let me climb onto my crib like it was the top rope and hit the frog splash like I was Rob Van Dam. My dad taught me more things than I could ever even hope to try to remember. And this was a long-ass, roundabout way of saying, I'm appreciative for everything you've done for me, Dad. A lot of kids grow up without a dad or never know who he is. And I mean, he could have pulled the milk and cigarette card. If you just look at like my baby pictures, I would have demanded a paternity test expeditiously.
Oh my God, no way, yeah.
But nah, he's my pops. And no, my mom isn't white.
I beg your pardon.
I have really liked mothers on both sides of my family.
I beg your pardon.
So please hold all my jokes to the very end. My dad and all of my siblings take after his laugh. And honestly, it's not even a laugh. It's a really deep, hearty chuckle with a rhythm. Like, I'm dead ass. Anyone who knows us, clock it. Like, the next time we're all in a room together, we all laugh the exact same. My dad is also a really good storyteller. I don't know if I'd be doing this YouTube thing without him. He's given me a lot. And when I think about that, it makes me really sad because my dad is a quintessential part of the person that I am today. Without him, I'd probably be a big ass wannabe YN who's in and out of jail. And not even for anything serious. It would be for like an unpaid traffic ticket in a car that I borrowed or something stupid. But the point is, everyone deserves to have a positive role model in their life. Someone to catch you doing dumb shit and tell you it's dumb before it's too late. Someone to tell you like it is, not how you'd want it to be. Someone who has your best interest at heart and is tangible. Someone to lead by example. My dad is 63 at the time I'm dropping this. The man is fly as hell. He's in phenomenal shape. I don't know many 63-year-olds with a six-pack. He can dress. He has a whole bunch of dope hats and linen suits and matching velvet suits. My dad hit his old man era way before he should have. And I love the fuck out of you, Dad. I appreciate you for watching and supporting me. Thank you for raising me. Thank you for being a father and a dad. Also, happy birthday. I'm out. Because I was young, dumb, and full of contempt,